morning everyone, I am Shikha Kushwa and my group is here with a presentation on the topic capitalism. So what is capitalism? Capitalism is an economic system which is based on private ownership of means of production and their operation for profit. The economic system is based on three things, that is wage labor, private ownership and production for exchange and profit. Capitalist economic system is the one characterized by free market and the absence of government intervention in the economy. Some of the examples of capitalism are Hong Kong, Singapore, UAE, New Zealand, etc. So the next is the features of capitalism. The first feature of capitalism is private property and freedom of control or ownership. In this, an individual or industry can hold or accumulate private property and can use it willingly. The second is right to private property. In this, it is the most important features of capitalism. In this, there is an existence of the ownership of private property by the individual and is subject to inheritance. The third is price mechanism. In this, there is a free flow of the working of demand and supply in the market condition without any intervention. Further features would be concluded by Kapil.
Okay, so hello sir. My name is Kapil Singh Tomal and I am continue with the features of capitalism. The first feature is the profit motive. In this economy, the desire to earn profit is the most important inducement of economic activity. Fifth is the competition and the cooperation goes side by side. A capitalist economy is characterized by a competition because entrepreneurs compete for getting the highest profit. On the other side, buyers also compete for purchasing goods and services. The sixth is the important role of the entrepreneur. The entrepreneurial class is the foundation of the capitalist economy. The whole of the class structure of the capitalist economy is based on this class. So next is the merits of capitalism. The first is the production according to the needs and wishes of consumer, and the second is the higher rate of the capital formation and more economic growth. The fourth is there is complete freedom of choice in the capitalist economy, and the fourth is the optimum utilization of resources available. And the further slides continued by Siddharth.
Good morning, sir. My name is Siddharth Bhopte. I am going to talk about merits of capitalism. So, the very first merit is efficient of production of goods and services, varieties of consumer goods. It provides the best atmosphere for inventions. It provides a good deal of flexibility. Then there are some demerits of capitalism like inequality of distribution of wealth and income, class struggle as inevitable in capitalism economy, social costs are very high, unnecessary multiplicity and too much of competition. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. I am Muskan Gupta. Now, fifth point is instability of the capital economic. A capitalist economic is inherently unstable. There is a recurring business cycle like price fall, factories close down, workers are rendered unemployed. At other times, business is brisk, price rise fast. There is a good deal of speculative activity. These alternating period of recession and boom lead to good deal of wastage of resources. Sixth point is unemployment and underemployed. A capitalist economics has always some employment because the market mechanism is slow to adjust to changing conditions. Business fluctuation also result in a large part of the labor going unemployment during depression. Seventh point is working class doesn't have adequate social security. In a capitalist economy, working class does not have adequate social security commodity. The factory owner don't provide for any pension, accident benefits or relief to the families of those who die in employment. Eighth point is slow and unbalanced growth. A free market economic may work automatically, but the rate of growth is rather slow. Moreover, as the economic progress, there is no all-around development. Some areas develop much faster while others remain backward. Ninth point is no bargaining capacity of laborers, hence exploitation. Workers are often paid a wage rate below their productivity. This is because they don't have the bargaining power to get their due to the rich capitalists. Women and children are often paid a very low rate, which there is no equal pay for equal work. 10th point is growth of monopolies with their evils. An economist is competitive only in theory. The few competitors often arrive at an understanding and exploit the consumer. Sometimes the bigger firms spy or eliminate the smaller firm to establish the supremacy in particular lines of production. Now the conclusion, economists now agree that there are certain imperfections in a free enterprise economy which must be corrected. The government must come out to regulate the economic machine so that it doesn't run down occasionally. Thank you.